Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Blade and welcome back to Gotham City. Now, in the last episode, we did quite a bit of expanding. We got Green Acres here, quite a bit more expanded. Ooh, pardon me, Ham Heights over here, a bit more expanded. Now, a problem that I'm seeing is there's a few bodies lying around, which is not something I want. I thought I had a graveyard. Cemetery, that is, but apparently I do not, and people are dying in Gotham City, so we need a nice little place for our residents to go when they pass away. And I'm thinking a nice little side street like this would probably do us some good. There we go. Get rid of all these dead bodies, because that's just awkward. Average health, 73%. That's not too bad. I'm sure that'll go up once, you know, the dead people are gone, because I'm sure that affects us. I'm sure of it. How are we on medical? We're fine. Everything seems to be covered, except for over here, but that's just where people work, so none of that matters. Let us turn this sector here into the farmland, because I haven't actually done that, and industrial is still in high demand. Also, is there any way I can coax these into being bigger? Maybe? There, that should be good for now, I'm thinking. Don't want to expand oh, you know what the frick I just did? I accidentally made that all residential. God dang it. Take two, that's a little bit better. Now, because this is farmland, we can actually probably put some residential over here, since there won't be a lot of smog or nothing, and it'll also prevent we already have residential. What am I talking about? We're totally fine then. If anything, we need a little commercial over here, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. Not right now. I mean I guess I could just like slap a couple, like these guys need to get their tools and their tractors somewhere, so I might as well make that commercial. And these people need also things from places and stuff and things, so yeah, that too, so we can make that commercial as well. Just splotch commercial every once in a while here and there. Doesn't hurt nothing. Like that, right? Yeah, there we go. I like it. But anyways, that should be fixing the industrial demand that we're having right now. Now I need to start hooking this all up to the water system, because oh boy, people are not going to be happy that I've forgotten to do that again. I mean, they get upset when they don't have water, which is understandable. I know if I couldn't drink any water, I'd get quite grumpy. Anyways, there we go. They're all hooked up with water. Everything's hooked up. Everything's good and dandy. Does look like it. Let's look at our traffic. What is traffic looking like today, Bob? Oh, well, thank you for asking. Today we've got a large amount of traffic right at the intersection where people get onto the highway. But other than that, everything is green, Bob. Thank you very much. Blah, 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 blah. Is that how they talk? That's probably how they talk. I don't really watch the news a whole lot, but it sounds pretty good to me. We're gonna name this place Ham Party, because oh, it's called Baconery. They make bacon here. I can't rename that. We'll make this beefcakes. Oh, come on. All these such great names. Okay, we have another baconery here. We don't want this to be called that, so we'll call this Ham Party. There we go. All right, cool. They're not happy because it's not operating right now, but it did just open, so they can get over it. I don't see any cows. Sadly, that's something I've noticed. I have not noticed like any wild animals on any of these places. Wow, that place looks high-tech. This place is bred and beyond. Well, it does look like it'd be beyond, because it's got humongous solar panels that look all cool. I hear cows. Oh, here we go, finally! Haha! Finally. I get to look at some livestock. It's looking nice. I like it. Cool. Okay. I don't know why I wanted to see some, I just did. Anyways, we probably need to increase how much power we have, because yeah, that's not doing so great. However, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna hook this up to the power grid yet, since we aren't really over here. Now, we are able to buy a new plot of land. We could buy over here, and that would give us a reason, but then we'd need this one also, this square right there. Still tough to choose, but I'm going to buy 7,000. This is less. It's got oil. Could do oil industry. That's probably like a good amount of money. This also says it has oil though. I don't know. I want both of these. I mean, it makes sense to actually buy this first. That way I can do stuff with the interstate. Alright, I'll buy that. There we go. Coolio. Thanks for the amazing work you have done with the city. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, you posers. Everybody knows you don't really appreciate me. Anyways, what do I do to look for... I think it's info views. Now, what do I do for natural resources? It's right here. Okay, so I think all of this is oil. I think because oil, it says in the legend that it's dark stuff. Okay, so right in that forest, it's all oil. And then got some farmland there. I don't know, I said in this spot here there's oil, unless it's in the water. But it doesn't look dark to me. There's also oil right outside of the city boundaries that way. But anyways, I think I want to really make an oil industry over here. Because that's probably going to be a big economic boom for our city. You think? I think so, probably, and we really need money. If I could get that plus 3.7 grand every whatever it is week or whatever, if I could increase that to 20, I could just build so much stuff all the time. It'd be great. Oh, also, since I do have money and I'm thinking about it, let us get down a bus station because I do want that. Where is a good place for that? I would think it would be right on the busy road, like maybe right on the corner. That makes sense to me, because they can U-turn right there. So if I put that like right here. Sure. Honk honk, bus is on the way. I'll take the bus to work, please. Okay, great. We can make the buses go in all the places, really. It needs power, which sadly it does not have right now. Do I have the sectors here hooked up at all? I don't really. Let us put some more residential there, and that'll help bring the power over. Looks like it's already hooked up. Sweet. Okay. So today's episode, I guess we're gonna freaking build an oil industry area right there. So the first thing we'll want to do is probably something to do with the highway, right? Probably, or an on-ramp perhaps, because I mean really I don't really want to mess with the highway too much. I don't have that much map unlocked to the point where I would need to make a highway. I don't think so. I mean, maybe at some point a highway that cuts straight through the city. But even then, the highways never really cut through a city. They kind of cut along the side of one, and that's kind of what this is doing. So maybe just an on-ramp. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, let us just... I wish it would show me a bit better. Okay, so it's basically this whole... that right there. If I could keep that view, that'd be great. But I can't, sadly. Okay, we'll have... I mean, it's an oil industry, so it doesn't have to look pretty or nothing. We'll do something like this, and we'll curve it around like so. There we go. That's probably pretty good, right? Yeah. And then a bunch of branching out paths. Okay, that's it for now. I've left some room to grow. We need to now figure out how this is gonna hook up over there. I should have a busy, like a four-way. We can even do it because it's an option now. Maybe something with a bus lanes, or maybe with decorative trees, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure on what I want to do with that. But let's do it like kind of. It'll go into the center, perhaps. Oh, I'm on straight. My bad. Well, yeah, we'll like do something like this, and then that can curve around, and then I need money because I've spent all of it. So that's a problem. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we need this ramp to go. I like how it's a roundabout too. We need a ramp that goes both this way and that way, but also into the city would be good, probably. Not quite sure how this is gonna work. There we go. It looks like a total wreck, but trust me, it'll work, okay? Because, okay, people leaving the city, they gotta go down this road, right? And so they would want to get onto this ramp and then take a right, and it's basically just a straight shot all the way to the industrial area. And then when they want to leave, they come all the way down this road, and they'll have to take this ramp, which they'll quickly get onto this ramp, do a turn thing that goes right back into the city. Okay, it makes sense. And then also if people just want to, you know, like actually leave, they can do that. Or if they want to, oh crap, I didn't think about what if they want to go left. What if they want to go left, you guys? Ah, crap. That works for me. It's kind of a roundabout way to do it, but I mean, it's not that complicated, you know? It's if you had to do this in your drive every day, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. This part would kind of suck, because you'd have to, like, stop here probably, realistically. I mean, right here it just looks like you'd get onto it. If anything, I should have made it more angled towards the road, but whatever. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, there's not actual collisions in this, so that's good. That would be a great DLC, though. Just a bunch of, oh my god, that'd be horrible. Anyways, let's make this a sector. We want this, just this whole thing right here. What are we gonna even call this? Because it's all oil. What are we gonna call it? Good names for oil. Maybe like Oil Giants, US, or I don't know. I really don't. We'll name it Green Oil because it's in the middle of the woods, and we're gonna freaking be very conscientious. Oh god, I can't say that word right now. But we're gonna be mindful of how we get the oil. Now, what is district policies? Because I haven't done that yet. Okay, so it looks like I can specifically add just for this district what I want it to do. So I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, we could do a pet ban, because it's probably not a good idea to have pets over here. Parks and recreation. Make your parks and plazas the envy of the country. Moderately increases land value around parks and plazas. Increases decoration budget by 20%. I'm not quite sure what that budget by 20% means. But parks and recreation, probably gonna want that for other areas. Looks like taxation will be a thing later. City planning, heavy traffic ban, encourage biking, bike ban on sidewalks, NIMBY, no loud noise, Old Town. Okay. Well, that's really cool. Nothing I want to impose on green oil right now, but I mean, that's pretty nifty. We'll also want to get some residential over here so that people can actually work here. So it'll be almost like a separate city altogether. That's crazy. And after I just spent all this money over here, we need to really do something about this. We need to, like, I'm not even quite sure on how big the residential area needs to be. Let's make it kind of grid-like too. This whole area can be like a grid. What the frick? There we go. I couldn't get the thing to do what I wanted. We also don't want this raised in the air, so can we get rid of that? Thank you. Okay, so we'll just have it fairly simple, like so. Now, unfortunately, they're saying they need workers, and lots of them. Not enough workers. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, we've got lots of residents, you know, moved in. If they don't feel like moving into your area, I mean, that sounds pretty much like a personal problem at this point. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I could increase the pardon me. I could increase the residential zone a little bit, I suppose. We could... I mean, I'd have to destroy this stuff, unfortunately, if I wanted to do it like that. Since nothing's right here, let's put a street like here, and it can go... okay, it's not going to destroy that, so that's fine. And we'll build it along here. Okay, that's good stuff. And we can intersect it with right here, because why not? And all those houses... probably not very happy, but at the same time, you know, it just sucks for you, I suppose. I can't tell you nothing. It is what it is, peoples. Alright, cool. So we got a little bit more residential gonna be built in there. That's good. Constantly expanding. See, even this over here, it's not even fully taken. So they're just gonna have to wait. The workers are coming. Don't worry. Alright, cool. Now it looks like we just need more educated workers. Which, how are we meeting education demands right now? For high school availability, we're not quite reaching capacity. We're fine for elementary. University students, however, we haven't even locked that, but we do have quite a few eligible people for that. I don't even really know where I'm going to put the university. Probably near the water, though, just so that they can have a nice little view of the water when they want to have it. That sounds good to me, personally. I don't know about you guys. And also, maybe we wanna hook up the highway over here. Maybe I could go make a bridge here, and that connects into that, perhaps. I'm not sure. I am not sure, but I do know this. We need to make all of this residential here, so we'll get those people moved in, and they can have their own little like little corner store. Hold on, I'm going to have to brush this in, so we'll have like something like that. That's pretty good. All right, cool. That'll be all commercial, and then the rest of this can be housing, and then we'll move over to the left and make all that industrial. Now, you would be completely right in assuming that I've completely forgotten about hooking up water and electricity to this area. You would be completely right. However, luckily for us, we're right off the shore here, where we're also, oh my god, I just realized this is where we're pumping all the sewage, and it's filling this entire area up. That is disgusting. And that will be, I was gonna draw water from there. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case. I am not going to be drawing water there. We'll do water towers, but we can continue to pump our sewage out there. Might as well. So we'll have like one of these here, and then we'll also have a water tower, just kind of like kerplop right there. That's fine. And we'll also need all this piped up, and then we'll need electricity as well to hook all that up, and we'll use the hydro, you know, the things that go in the water. I'm focusing right now, okay, you guys? I'm focusing very hard. Because it saves me time and money, I'm just going to put a power thingy right there, and then hook this up to here. There we go. Now that has electricity. Unfortunately, what I'm going to do about all this with electricity, it's not going to be pretty, but we're going to have to... Space already occupied. Occupy your face! How does that sound? We're gonna have to stretch this up even higher so it can stretch over things. Looks like, hold on, wait for it. There we go. And then something like that. And something like that. There we go. Hey, as long as it's hooked up, and then once everything expands, everything will be fine. Now these people are saying, hey, we don't have enough water or whatever. You're fine. You're totally fine. Everything's fine now. See? Look. And now people are moving in over here. And the stores are, oh, it's fantastic. Unfortunately, the problem with basically creating what is another city on the other side of the highway is it needs all the amenities that the other side needs. So it needs garbage. It does need garbage, so we'll have to plop that down. It's going to need a medical clinic as well, which we don't have the money for right now. We'll need a fire department, definitely, especially over here. Holy crap, with all that oil, things could explode. We're going to need a police department, we're going to need a school, and we're definitely going to need bus transportation all hooked up, which I have a bus depot, but I have not hooked it up at all yet. And here's a bus line. Now, how does this work exactly? I'm not quite sure. I would imagine that's a thing. Okay, now what is going on here? How does... What? I just say do this and it does a thing? What are you doing right now? Okay, so right now I see. That's very interesting. When I plop it down, that adds a stop apparently. So I can make a stop like right next to the cemetery. Yeah, so like people can ride the bus to the cemetery. Oh man, okay, this is gonna take a little bit. Okay, so this is my first bus line. I'm not saying it's any good, but man, that was kind of tricky to figure out. So it loops through some of the residential, it goes into the commercial, and then it loops back. Bus lines are way trickier than what I thought they were gonna be, but hopefully this mitigates, you know, some of the traffic in the city. I think that'd be great. I would like, well, okay, the biggest problem is the turns that buses have to make. I found out. So for example, because this is on this side of the road, all the buses have to go this way and stuff. They can't just like go immediately that way. So that's very interesting to figure out. We need more power, so I'm going to plop down a couple more of these. Come on, come on. Wait for it. There we go. Haha, it's still in the 8. Man, that is a lot. There's a lot of these things. Nuclear energy would be really cool. Is that a thing? It is. Oh my god, 200,000? I'm never going to be able to get that. That's freaking ridiculous. That's for like a ridiculously huge city. Heck, me making 5,000 a week is more than what I ever thought I'd get. So I'm still pretty amazed by that. Now, with that in place, everybody's got power. Everything's good over here. Over here, we're not so good. Whoa, what the frick? The oil industry. It looks crazy. We do need power hooked up over here. Unfortunately, they're going to go out of business unless I do something about that. So there we go with that. Okay, all the power is hooked up. All the sewage is hooked up. Everybody's got plenty of water over here. Fantastic. Okay, I'm loving it. This is the beginning of a great thing. I believe. Yep. Okay, power is good. Everything's fine. And they're making oil. They're taking it out of the ground, and they're doing stuff with it. Oh man, it's crazy. That's crazy. And then what? They're gonna export it out here, and that's gonna go elsewhere. That'd be cool if there was other cities you could see, but sadly, I can't ever see any other cities on the distance. That would be cool if they were procedurally generated, though. I'm so sad our city needs to be ruined by those ugly oil pumps. Isn't there already enough oil in something something? I don't know what you just said, but hey, this is very far away from the main city. It's fine, and it's a big industry, okay? We're gonna be the biggest oil industry in America. Just wait, it's gonna be fantastic. But until then, I'll have to leave you with this because I've ran out of time for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below on what you thought of this episode, and as always, remember to keep the flame alive.
Yeah, I've broken the rules. I'm not the one to be tired, cold, shaking and blue. She's on the phone